Hello, seventh grade. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, and that means it's time for assignment number 2. Earlier this week, we read chapter 6, and I had a terrific time in our office hour yesterday, reading the chapter with you, and then having some really good discussion about both questions that arose as we read. We went over all of the material in our assignment. So, if you would like to read chapter 7 and 8 with me tomorrow, we definitely can do that. It might mean, given how long chapter 6 took us to read and talk about, it might mean extending our office hour or joining early if you would like. I will be, the office hour will be open from 1 o'clock because some of my eighth graders show up right at 1 and then leave at 1:10. They don't ask a lot of questions. They're awkward. Anywho, if you would like to read chapter 7 and 8 together, leave me a comment in our classroom page letting me know that. And we have 2 different assignments to do with those chapters. The first thing that we're going to do is this worksheet where we are comparing with the novel versus the film. And we are really trying to focus not just on how are they similar or different, but why that matters. So after you list a couple of differences between the scene and the novel, I want you to then answer this question. Why might the movie makers have made these changes? And how do this clip and those changes add to your understanding of the characters and the conflicts? So you need at least 2 to 4 sentences to answer both of those questions, but I should see some quality responses. The second thing that I really want you to do this week is our quiz. We have a 5-question quiz, so that means it is not ultra difficult, and it is open book. You are allowed to use the PDF while you are working. There are 4 multiple choice comprehension questions and then 1 written race response, so I should see a quality paragraph there. And of course, you're just going to take that quiz through Illuminate. We are all very familiar with that. With the reading for chapter 7 and 8, I also really want you to pay attention to the concept of rebellion. We talked about that in our office hour yesterday. We discussed why teens rebel, and we also mentioned the fact that Katniss isn't really a rebellious person at this point. She doesn't even really understand why people might rebel against the capital who grow up there. So that begged us to ask some questions about what was wrong with the capital. And I was really impressed with our connections to dystopia as a genre when we talked about that. So think about that further. How is rebellion being used during these chapters? And then, of course, some discussion questions that we'll chat about during our call tomorrow. Let's talk about the tributes' skills and their strategy. We'll talk about Rue. We'll talk about Katniss and Peeta's scores by the game makers. And we will chat about any other questions you have. So if you need anything from me before our office hour tomorrow, or if you can't make it tomorrow, just send me an email or leave a comment on our classroom page. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you soon.